It's going to cost you $100 to $500 per violation if you mess this up. In about 30 seconds, I can explain the whole thing and help keep you Googans out of trouble. So we caught this delicious mackerel slam yesterday, 3 different species here in South Florida. And if you want to keep these fish, you have to know how to identify them properly because each species has its own regulations. The Florida Fish and Wildlife officers will stop you, and you can be fined if you're in violation of any of the rules. So let me show you how to reliably distinguish between these species. Okay, here we go. First, the cirro mackerel. These have yellow markings, a broken yellow stripe down the middle of the fish, and yellow dashes above and below that. Now in Florida, cirro mackerel have no minimum size. If you're keeping a small mackerel less than 12 inches, you better be sure that it's a cirro. Spanish mackerel have yellow markings too, but these are really round dots. The minimum size for this fish here is 12 inches. And then there's king mackerel. Big kingfish have no yellow markings at all. Juvenile kingfish have yellow spots, and you can see this one still has some faint yellow spots on it. But the minimum size for kingfish is 24 inches. So if you catch a mackerel with spots, how do you know if you have a legal size Spanish mackerel or an undersized kingfish? And also, the bag limit on kingfish is 2 per person. So you don't want to be stopped with a cooler full of baby kingfish while you proudly tell the officer how you crushed the Spanish mackerel today. The most reliable way to identify the kingfish is its lateral line. It takes a very sharp downward dip. The Spanish mackerel lateral line doesn't do that. These are the rules here and now in Florida, but you should always know your updated local regulations.